Now people are going to Amazon because they don't know how to split up their shared goods and are starting divorce registries. They talk about this woman, Stacy. When her marriage ended, a colleague suggested she start a divorce registry, a list of items that friends and family could get her as gifts to help her start over.
You seem skeptical about this. You don't seem to like this.
No.
Why not?
Why? I've already bought you gifts for the wedding. I don't need to buy you more gifts when that wedding doesn't work out.
Well,
I'm sorry. You should be able to split
I'd be
it up.
inclined.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I would think there's a better way to handle splitting up the dishes and whatever else it is that doesn't leave one or the other out in the cold. You should be able to figure, but there's only one toaster. Yeah, so you need a new toaster. There are things you got to buy.
Right. And there are things you have to buy. That's why you negotiate that in the divorce court and get, alimony or whatever else, or, prenup or whatever else it may be. I don't need to. Now, I'm not saying I want to be heartless. I know divorce isn't easy, right? There's a lot of emotions in it, especially in the case that they're talking about in this article. It's a woman who was married for 14 years and all that stuff. So emotional support is one thing, but maybe if you want to stay at my house, if I have an extra room, but I don't know if I want a card in the mail saying, hey, don't know if you heard, me and Bruce decided to call it quits. Here's a link to my divorce registry. Really appreciate anything you could do to help.
Well, but let's say you and Bruce are married, Mike.
Okay.
And, and then things break up. You only got one couch. You only got one refrigerator. There's only one dining room table. How do you split that?
Well, you could sell it off if you want and split, or you get the couch, I get the love seat, that kind of thing. You're not going to be bereft of any furniture, I don't think.
Right.
You would assume, or like I said, you have a giant yard sale and you split the profits. I can help. I'm willing to help, but I don't want to get a card in the mail about your divorce registry.
Well, and it always seems kind of unseemly when it does get to the point where people are having divorce parties and they're celebrating and balloons are popping. And, I certainly understand from a certain aspect when people are just like, whew, I'm glad I'm out of that deal. But it does seem a little strange to have another reception on the way out. I wonder if the lady from the other story would be happy with this reception instead of
right. Yeah. Unless the woman has booze on her divorce registry, then that lady would be upset. That's like basically they're saying things get moved out and all that kind of thing. To your point, but the divorce registry apparently is a new fad that is out there, that people are putting together a list of things that you need to buy for them because their marriage just did not work.